Organic virgin cold pressed coconut oil. Could it be the ultimate coconut skincare routine for dry and eczema skin? I think so, and I'm going to explain why in this video. There are over 20 million people in the US alone that have dry eczema skin. So if you have eczema, first things first, know that you are not alone. You're not the only one that's suffering with it. It is frustrating and miserable and embarrassing depending on where it's at, and the itch can drive you absolutely nuts. And there's nothing more maddening than people saying just slap it or just don't itch it or just wear lotion and gloves to bed, which is what I used to do. And spoiler alert, it never worked until I started using coconut oil in a specific way to help my skin to absorb it. In this channel, I talk all things about coconut oil, dry skin, eczema skin for women 40 plus that are struggling, looking for natural skincare solutions. My name is Renee. I have dry eczema skin. I've had it since I can remember. It's always been a battle until I created my own skincare line. Now I share skincare tips and lifestyle tips. I used to try and put it on straight. I would use an organic cold pressed virgin coconut oil, which is what I recommend. I don't recommend the liquid because the liquid doesn't have the vitamins and the nutrients in the oil still. So it's good for other things, but if you have sensitive skin like I do, don't recommend it on your face, specifically liquid. The kind that gets solid at room temperature, I do recommend. I've been using it every single day on my face for the last 11 years. And I used to have to buy like a sensitive face moisturizer because my skin would break out super easy. So after lots of trial, error, and research, came to find out that everybody's skin has a layer of dull, dry skin. So unless we remove that top layer of dull, dry skin, which is including on your face, your whole body, our bodies tend to have a harder time absorbing it, especially if you already have really dry skin. You would think that our skin would just soak it up and that would be that, and our skin would be happy, which might be the case for some, but in my case, it was not the scenario, and I needed something to help my skin to absorb what was being put on it, to help it, like your vitamins. There are certain vitamins that you need to take something else with it, like something like peanut butter or something like that, to help your body to absorb it. Same idea. So my first step every single day that I use this on my face and my whole body is I use a moisturizing sugar scrub. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. It's not going to make your eczema worse. It's sugar based, so it's very gentle on the skin. You can melt it between your hands if you want to make it less exfoliating, and you can use it on your face. I use it every single day on my face. I even take my makeup off with it, and I take my waterproof mascara off. It helps to prep my skin for makeup too, because it gets rid of the dull, flaky patches that tends to happen. This helps significantly. But the sugar, what's cool about it too is it has moisturizing factors to it, so it's moisturizing your skin, but also by removing that layer of dull, dry skin, that coconut oil absorbs into the skin far better than it would just on its own. So I use mine in the shower, make it super quick and easy. You can use it at the sink, you can keep one at the kitchen sink, wherever you're gonna use it. Just you wanna make sure that you are consistent with it. That is the biggest thing, to making coconut oil be the ultimate skin saver that you're looking for, especially for dry eczema skin. Then you need to be consistent with it, which means every day, once a day, maybe even twice a day, depending on your skin. I personally use it twice a day because that's what my skin needs. And like I said, it's been 11 years and my skin looks fantastic for it compared to what it used to look like. The backs of my hands used to be like thick and scaly and cracking and red and bleeding. It was awful and embarrassing. So how I use mine is I use my fingertips because I don't have manicures, but if you have manicures and you don't want to get product under your nails, just use a spoon, any spoon. You can have a stainless steel spoon, a wooden spoon. It's a nice, thick, creamy formula, so it's not runny. How to use it every single day. What I do is in the shower, after I've washed, rinse the soap off, I start with my face. I just scoop up a little bit, like a quarter size amount, about so. Start with my face, work it in, work my way down my neck, work my way onto the chest, get a little bit more, put some on my hands, work it on my arms, just work your way all the way down. It's amazing for the legs, especially when spring and summer are finally be here to keep the dry, scaly skin at bay. And it is awesome for feet, especially if you suffer with dry, cracking skin on your feet. This will help significantly too. And then when you're done, you just want to rinse it off. Pat dry everywhere, face, body, everywhere. Just pat dry. Leave your skin purposely damp And then you're gonna wanna lock and seal in the moisture with another coconut cream. So the coconut cream is you're layering on similar ingredients. In this case, it's more coconut oil to help lock and seal in the moisture. But when you do that, especially on your face, it is not likely to cause breakouts. When you get breakouts from coconut oil, check and see, did you use another product that wasn't completely natural? Was it artificial? Was there alcohol? Was there fragrances in there? Things like that can make the skin irritated because our skin is smart and it knows the difference between natural and not natural. So when you're slathering on every product known to man and then you start mixing in like coconut oil with it, then you might have a breakout. But in my experience, sticking to natural similar ingredients has not been an issue for my dry sensitive skin. What I like to do is this face and body cream, just a pea-sized amount goes a long way, which is nice because then it lasts on average, most people about 4 to 6 plus months. I'm excessive with it, I'll be honest. It still lasts me about 3-4 months, 2-3-4 months, somewhere in there. But the mango butter is amazing for dry skin, eczema skin, the itch associated with eczema, it calms it down instantly. And then for those of us that are worried about anti-aging benefits, the mango butter, funny enough, has properties in it and vitamins and nutrients that will help to plump the skin, to nourish the skin. The coconut oil is naturally antimicrobial and antibacterial, all things that are very good for the skin, so it's perfectly safe to put it on the face. But this is like the final step that gives the skin a really smooth, even texture, so that way you can put your makeup on afterwards. I like to use a liquid foundation with a damp makeup sponge, so that way the makeup just floats on top and then it doesn't settle in and don't get any cakiness or craziness. I hope you found this content helpful and inspiring, especially if you have dry eczema skin. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Share this with a friend that you know or a loved one that is suffering with eczema and has tried everything under the sun and nothing works. This could very well be it. There will be links below to everything that I've referenced. The spoons, you can check these out on Amazon. You can go to my website. But there's also on my website is a free skincare quiz that you can take that'll start you on your journey to natural skincare. If that is one of your goals this year, is you want to take charge of your dry eczema skin. You don't want to have to resort to steroid creams or other things like that. This is not medical advice, but just personal opinion and journey. That coconut oil really is amazing for the skin. So if you want to check this out in action and see how I take my makeup off with it, then check this video out next.